Hi guys, welcome. Wait, sorry, that's the table. Welcome back to another iftar talks. Today, if I look down, my laptop is here. Only because I have Pinterest open. Are you guys the same? I have to have like 5 different devices on at the same time, which is absolute brain rot. I understand, but we move. Anyways, I had a few topics that I wanted to talk about, or things that I kind of thought through today, and I thought, that would be nice to chat about. So, yeah, if you enjoy these iftar talks, I'm really going to be moving this table a lot, it seems. Anyways, I'll try and keep my hands below this. But yeah, if you guys enjoy these iftar thoughts, please do let me know by leaving a like. It's free. Anyways, sorry about that. So let's move on. Um, the first thing I wanted to talk about actually is something that I was talking to my son about, and he's 1, so I was just yapping, to be honest. Feel bad for him, but apparently talking is good for their language development, so shouldn't be too bad. But anyways, so I was talking to him about like life and just how like priorities in life should be seen, right? And like trying to, because that's the whole point of like being on this earth, right? Is to worship Allah. And then the second thing is like, obviously, so like, that's like life, right? Why we're here to worship God, get back to Jannah, our home, right? And then the second thing is like resting and like figuring out resting in the day. The whole point of this, by the way, this chat that I was talking about was how to balance like your priorities in the day, right? To make your day the most, how do I say it? Like to make the day the most fulfilling and to the point where like at the end of the day you can say like, yeah, this was a good day, right? So like there's 3 tiers that I kind of thought about, and like I want you guys to let me know if you want, obviously. But let me know if you guys think like this hierarchy should be shifted a little bit. Obviously dinner's first, right? But then like I feel like rest is second, because like you can't do anything without resting, right? Like you like we're human beings and we're fallible and we get tired and things like that. So obviously, like, don't exert yourself overly, exert yourself, like, try your best. You know what I mean? But also take rest, as in take care of your body. And rest doesn't necessarily just mean sleeping, it could just mean taking time away from the internet. Bad news, I have a video on that. If you guys want to check, it's on my channel. And then also like other things like yeah, just kind of resting, self-care, all of that kind of stuff, taking care of yourself. You get what I mean? And then the third thing I think that like would really make my day, like if I think back to a day and I'm like, oh my God, that was a great day, is like obviously you have to do your work, whether it's like I'm a stay-at-home mom, right? So that is like taking care of my kid and making sure that he's fed and his needs are met, all of that stuff. But it could be work, like obviously going to work and like all of that stuff. So, or studying, things like that. The dunya part of life, right? So, balancing all of that and making sure that each of those have a well proportioned and well thought out time in your day so that things aren't just spilling into other things, like you're trying to rest but then you're doing work and then you're half doing work, half doing other things. It's important to like kind of categorize those things, and I feel like I definitely I have not been that organized when it came to organizing those things separately and giving everything their due rights. I Yesterday we spoke about my vision board and stuff like that, and in that event that I did the vision board, at the beginning they had like this lecture going on, and it was about how to figuring out when the best time is to do ibadah for you, like when you can get the most ibadah in. And I feel like that's very good for time management, because I was just sitting there thinking, like, really, when is the best time? Like, when do I feel like you get the most ibadah? So yeah, I just thought that was like such an interesting, just an interesting conversation that we had, and or like interesting lecture that was being had. So yeah, it got me thinking about just like giving all of those three parts of my life, kind of like being myself, and then like being a mom and giving each of those things their right. And I didn't really get far other than knowing that I need to give them their due rights. So that's the first thing I wanted to talk about. The second thing I wanted to talk about, oh my god, I don't even know what it was. I had like a list of things that I wanted to say. But anyways, I was also watching a interview about uh, having like this identity crisis diaspora, like one foot in every country type thing, like in one side of the world, one foot in the other side of the world. And I just thought it was very interesting, uh, an interesting thing because I feel like it's an extremely isolating experience, but at the same time, a lot of people relate in their unique little bubble. But we all relate in our individuality and the isolation part, which is kind of ironic. But yeah, so it was a really good interview. I might actually just look at my notes. I'm not gonna lie. I'm filming on my phone, so that's why. But I again apologize. There's not gonna be much editing because if there is editing, I will take actually forever to put this out. You've been warned. Right, so I looked at my notes and I remember what I wanted to talk about. So there's two things. I can't tell you to remind me because, but anyways. The first thing is about digital detoxing. Not like staying away from your phone and things like that, because I feel like, inshallah, guys, I hope I get that. But anyways, what I wanted to talk to you guys about is my laptop and my phone are just filled with clutter. Have you guys ever gone through and just like cleared it out, organized all of that stuff? Because I just feel like it's such a clutter and it's so easy to just download a bunch of things and have a lot of stuff on my laptop and my phone and then never clear it until I have to. And then it's like, oh, you need storage, blah, blah, blah. So it's very, very frustrating. But we move. I do need to do that eventually. Um, I'm probably going to procrastinate, let's be honest. But yeah, that's another thing that I've been thinking about. Very. Another thing I've been thinking about is a homestead. I don't know why. Every time I come back to the motherland, I just feel like I should get a little cottage, have like a bunch of land around it, have a chicken, not one chicken, but like a bunch of chicken, right? Some camels, some sheep, goats, just live that and have like just grass and subhanallah, like man, I really want that. And I feel like is it like innate within us because we just love gardens, like as human beings we love nature, right? I don't know what it is, but I just thinking about that this morning, a bunch of camels came past our house. It sounds weird if you're not from here, yeah. A bunch of camels came past our house, and my son, I put him I held him up towards the camels, right? And he was like freaking out. He was, oh my god, this like the best thing ever. Like he lit up completely. And he was feeding them apples and things like that. And I was just I was just so I don't know what it was. It just felt I felt connected to the camels. Okay, I felt connected to camels. I know it's weird, but anyways, so I would love, guys. Have you seen on Pinterest? I'm obsessed with Pinterest. Like these gardens. Oh, sorry, I forgot to say. So put that story aside with the camels. That's where I got the animals idea from, right? Then this is a separate time. It was like a few days ago, right? So I'm going around the back of the house, right? Because my kid likes walking around, and so I go to the back of the house, and I see these like little red balls, and I'm thinking, why are there so many red balls there? But then they kind of look like they're on a vine, right? So then naturally I'm thinking it's like tomatoes. I thought it was tomatoes, right? Tomatoes grow very easily here, but anyways. So I go around, yeah, and tomatoes have grown out of a wall. I don't know how they grow out of a wall, like from underneath the wall, like against all odds, literally. And I was just thinking to myself, and I say that a lot. I think to myself, obviously. Anyways, so I was thinking to myself, imagine if I put like an ounce of effort into actually planting something and having a garden. And I know I'm only here for not so long, but for me, I was like, this is beautiful. Like, how is something growing from underneath? We actually did eat the tomatoes. They were beautiful. And yeah, I'm thinking of starting gardening or something. It's cooling to me, if that makes sense. So yeah, and let me know what you guys are obsessed with because I love watching those people who are, like the in the Kazakhstan mountains, and they have the garden with the ducks and the chicken, the cats, and they're all kind of living together in harmony. It just looks so beautiful. Anyways, yeah, those are my thoughts lately. It is the last 10 days, so obviously trying to maximize. What is it called? Like, not aura maxing, but like agile maxing or whatever. I don't, that's actually icky, but regardless, this is day two or whatever this is. And I'll see you in the next one. Whoever's watching, if no one's watching, then it's like echoing into the stratosphere. I should do a thumbnail, right? Like, what would it be?